My name is Aaron Carr, and I'm the founder of a nonprofit organization called Housing Rights Initiative. According to a study conducted by the New York State government, a whopping 40% of landlords are illegally overcharging tenants in rent-stabilized buildings. Housing Rights Initiative uses a data-driven model to detect and identify fraudulent real estate practices and organizes class action lawsuits against predatory landlords. Almost half of all apartments in New York City are rent stabilized. That's 2.5 million tenants, 1 million units, half of our entire housing stock, making it the largest affordable housing program in New York City. Rent stabilization provides tenants with affordable, manageable, and predictable rent increases in one of the most unaffordable, unmanageable, and unpredictable rental markets in the entire country. Unfortunately, in the midst of an affordable housing crisis, predatory practices are threatening to destabilize and dismantle the largest affordable housing program in New York City. Housing Rights Initiative gives families an opportunity to exercise their rights and get back what has been illegally taken from them.
Rent stabilization is a two-way street. While the tenant has certain rights and obligations, so does the landlord. The unfortunate piece is that there's just no oversight on the side of where the landlord is responsible for maintaining services. And it really becomes the tenant, like myself, who spent 15 years. I didn't learn all of this because I went to some trade school and I learned about real estate law and landlord-tenant relations. It was trial and error based on my own personal experiences and just really getting out there and understanding what my rights were.
My name is Mohamed Haq. Originally I'm from Bangladesh. I lived in Jackson Heights for 20 years. Why I choose this area? I love this area. Community is very nice. There is a lot of Bangladeshi people lives here, and also in Jackson Heights there is a nice and beautiful school, which is very good school. I love Jackson Heights. I am a taxi driver, yellow cab taxi driver. So I love this profession. I am paying $1,875, which is the big, the money. Rent is too high. How am I going to survive another thing? My kids going to the school. We need to buy food. A lot of bills coming up. I have to pay for that. If it is going continue like that, the high rent, where are we going to go? We don't know about that. We are so worried about that. It's not easy to find another place. Mr. Aaron Carr came with I think 3-4 people. He is knocking my door. He explained everything about the rental housing. I got a lot of information. They told me this is the rent stabilizing building. The management overcharging us. Whatever they are overcharging from us, we get money back. If we got the less rent, this is great for us.
We're doing the thing that, to be frank, our government should be doing. That is educating tenants, telling tenants what their rights are, sending them the information, giving them the information that they need so that they can be properly informed in their decision-making process. And I think what Housing Rights stands for is a myriad of things. It's not only providing them with the education that they need as a tenant, but collectively potentially sustaining affordability.
Families like Muhammad's need our help. When a landlord defrauds a tenant, he isn't just stealing that tenant's money. He is stealing his food, he is stealing his health care, and he is stealing his quality of life. Fortunately, tenants who are being illegally overcharged are entitled to a rent refund, a rent reduction, and a properly rent-stabilized lease. Housing Rights Initiative has organized multiple class action lawsuits, one of which is the second largest tenant lawsuit in the history of New York City. Predatory landlords are stealing from tenants, stealing from communities, and stealing from our city. Housing Rights Initiative gives families an opportunity to exercise their rights and get back what has been unrightfully stolen from them. Every aspect of our efforts is quantifiable, tangible, and impactful. You will know how much you got back for tenants in rent refunds, how much you got back for tenants in rent reductions, and how many apartments you got restabilized. Because of you, tenants will get to stay in their homes in their communities and in one of the greatest cities in the world. To learn more about HRI and to make a donation, please go to www.housingrightsny.org.